we shouldn't have gotten drinks because now I'm going to sit here and drink my drink the whole time and not want to talk because I'm just going to be like...
so teenage girl. It's so
girly Bob aesthetic
girl aesthetic.
I kept seeing that, what's that saying? Like, the I'm just a girl.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just a girl. Ugh. I kind of hate when people do that, but at the same time, it's kind of cute.
Hate it, but it's real. Anyway. So, I'm Ava.
I'm Hannah, obviously.
Yeah.
I say obviously, like it.
Obviously. Unfortunately, you cannot see us because we still go to high school. And
we have too many ops.
People
pretty
are
much.
mean.
Like, if people actually see our face, that's going to be our downfall.
Yeah.
And we record in a basement.
We might post our face when we graduate, but we'll see.
Unless you guys want to see the basement.
Yeah.
Basement tour.
Basement tour.
There's actually Christmas stuff. Well, Happy New Year, I guess. But, like, it's the entire Christmas selection that is still on the floor in here.
Okay, it's like that weird period between Christmas and New Year's where everyone just wants to, like, die. Like,
excuse me, my birthday isn't that weird.
Yeah, I forgot.
Like, okay. The 2 days before here, a few days after here. But...
yeah, no, but like, I've seen it all over TikTok. It's just, like, people are like, what day is it? No clue. Like, it's just nobody knows.
No, because there's nothing to do.
On.
Like, our work has been off now. I mean, I got the whole week off. I think you got...
I got the whole week off,
we pretty much got the whole week off.
Except I might have to... Bree said that I might... Like, if I want to, I can go on the 30th. But her fiancé will have been there for an entire week by himself.
See?
So, basically, it would be an absolute wreck, and I might kill myself if I go. So, I don't think I'm gonna go.
Well, that and, like, all the stuff he's gonna leave around. I can't even say that because I don't want him to, like...
No.
I don't want him canceled and stuff. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, he just leaves things out, and Bree gets pretty mad. So,
well,
because she's always like, Ava, I do not partake in this.
Don't even fear, don't even think.
Yeah.
That's good for you, but Rachel and me are not working Monday because Rachel and I cannot compete. That's my birthday, and I am not working, and she doesn't even know that I want it off yet. I haven't even told her.
You haven't told her?
I told her, like, right when she was about to leave for her flight, but you know how she is, like, she has forgotten.
Yeah.
She does not care.
She has definitely forgotten.
I
was so scared I was going to have to drive them. So basically, we're personal assistants to
a
CEO, basically. Like, a family of CEOs. Hannah works for Rachel, the mom. She runs a business, and I work for Rachel's daughter, Bree, who also runs a business.
They would have been great to talk to, like, if we could have about this. Like, they would have totally helped start, like, a little company and stuff, and then we just sort of, like...
But then we're yapping about them, so we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, so I feel
to be fair, they're good people. Like, we like them.
Yeah.
They just...
Crazy, but good people.
Rachel gets on our nerves a little bit. Bree is amazing. Bree is all around fantastic.
Rachel's just kooky. Like, if you could picture, like, a kooky, middle-aged woman who...
Middle-aged woman? She's getting up there. Okay, was that so bad? Oh my god. Wait, no, she's nice. She's not that old, I swear.
She's 53.
Okay.
Okay,
that's middle. Yeah. That's middle. You're right. Okay, forget that.
But, like, a kooky lady who is very set in her ways.
And somehow very successful.
She's quirky.
I work for her,
I think
too,
it's her crazy
like,
divorce.
occasionally, but Hannah works for her the most.
I actually work for this woman every day, but, like, on the real note, my W-2 is about to come in, and I'm about to have money.
Okay, I still don't understand that, and I don't...
How do you, like, get your
okay.
taxes back?
It's fine. We don't have to talk... That's not girly. We're not here to talk about that.
Taxes.
Basically, we are starting a podcast because we think we're funny, and we think that everyone else should listen to us be funny.
No, we literally just giggle at ourselves. What if nobody thinks we're funny? Probably nobody's gonna think we're funny.
Then we'll flop, but you know what? I'm having fun.
I think it's, like, a fun idea, because we just talk... And, like, if we would just record ourselves talking, that or vlogging, I've talked, if I could speak, I have thought about vlogging, because, like, we have the equipment for that. We do not have podcasting equipment. You are listening in on
it's a voice recording.
On a voice memo from an iPhone 15 Pro.
Yeah, it's a voice memo.
I didn't even spring for the iPhone 16.
Please, if we get successful and, like, actually, like, stuff works out, and we listen back in our first podcast episode on a voice memo in your basement.
I personally think we should continue for the next 5 years recording on an iPhone 15. Like, I'll get a new phone and we'll just keep it on the iPhone.
I will say, I still want my career. I would genuinely, I wanted
to talk about that.
I would pick my career. The career path that I want to go into.
Oh, yeah, no, like...
over a podcast.
That's the thing, like, I was thinking about that.
I'm like, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was thinking about that. One, we definitely need to get better at podcast etiquette. I need to get better at podcast etiquette because I keep jumping in on you. And I'll get there,
That's
guys.
what makes it funny. It's fine.
I know,
It's all
I'll get
good.
there. But, like, I was thinking, as somebody who wants to go into law, like, what am I gonna, like, if this goes well for me, great. And, like, that would be lovely if I can, like, pursue that dream. But I'm not gonna, like, not get a degree. So, like, I know some people that got started doing influencing work and then totally gave up on, like,
Yeah, no, I do not
their real
wanna
career. I don't
that.
want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I've already
Like,
come so far.
So far. And also, that's, like, so much money wasted. Just, like, time and effort put into school. Like, we are literally dual enrolled. Like, we do high school and college at the same time. Like, that's a lot of work. And we work full time. Like, that's a lot of work. And just to throw it away because we start making money on something else is dumb.
Yeah, and we already, like, I feel like we gave so much, like, our high school experience is gone because we did this program.
Yeah.
So it'd been a waste of, like, losing, like, the basic high school experience. I mean, since my sophomore year of high school, I never went to a damn, like, high school lunch. Like, I don't even know
I
what
did.
lunch is. Congratulations to you,
did.
but, like, my schedule ended at 10 a.m. and, like, now it ends at 9. Like, I never got to, like, experience hanging out with, like, the friends around the table.
Okay,
Like,
well, lucky you, because I actually always had the worst experience. You know what? I'm going to add that to our list of topics, is just Ava's lunch table throughout the years, because it has been horrid. Just awful people. Like, just mean people. They were just mean.
the last, like, lunch experience was with you and
Well, I
that
sat with-
Audrey girl.
Oh. That wasn't my last lunch experience. That was, like... Well, okay, it kind of was, I guess. But I sat with baseball boyfriend last year, which made it slightly better. But all the years before that, it was, like, just bad. People were, like, I just sat with a lot of guys, and they just thought they were super cool, and they weren't, so.
The year,
But
I think
whatever.
the last time, like, I actually had lunch, I sat with a bunch of girls. They were all, like, 2 years older than me, so they all graduated. Like, I'm not even gonna give names because, like, I have
Yeah.
not talked to any of them.
No,
But
I know who
then,
you're
like,
talking
the little area I had of being, like, there my junior year was definitely, like, Kira, Tammy, like, at the one
Cheer
table.
girls.
Yeah,
Cheer girls.
it literally was
Yeah,
the
we
cheer
were
table.
cheerleaders, which...
That's a whole other lore.
That's basically gonna be a whole, like, 5-part episode series, because gosh, like, we could start at sophomore year. I could start at freshman year.
Yeah, I could start at sophomore.
We could start at sophomore year. That was probably, even compared to everything that happened this year and last year, I think sophomore year takes the cake. Of, like,
sophomore year was your
horrible-
worst year, though.
Sophomore year was my worst year.
Sophomore
Maybe
year,
not yours.
It wasn't my worst year because I got really close with the woman that was running the like the coach that we had. It was,
Yeah,
me and her were
I
like
loved her.
friends, and it was
but
fine. But you were going through a whole other moment over there on the
Yeah.
other side
That was
during that
probably-
entire like time period.
hey, we talk about mental health on this podcast too, and that was, or I'm deciding right now that we will.
Topic added.
Sophomore cheer season, competition cheer season specifically, was
We have no segues going, but I feel like this is like an introduction.
Well, yeah, we're just kind of yapping right now, but we were talking about our jobs, so we can talk about, like, so you said you wanted to go into law. I want to
Yeah.
go into
but
clinical
like, what if
psychology.
you didn't go into clinical psychology? What would you be doing?
I don't know. I wanted to be a teacher for, like, years. Like, I wanted so bad to be a teacher, and I still think it would be cool. I just, like, am not cut out for that. Like, I just always like to think that I like kids, but I really don't. Like, I mean, I do. Okay, sorry, that makes me sound actually awful. I do like kids. I just, like, I can't be, like, I don't know. I can't be around them for that long. Like, that's a lot of kids. Like,
I mean,
just...
I worked with kids, like, my entire, like, middle school to early high school, like, that little age when you get, like, your first job. Because I was doing, like, the martial art instructing with kids. But I feel like that's so different than teaching kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my stepmother does,
Like, yeah.
is a teacher, and, like,
They're not paid enough like they should be.
They're not paid enough
The,
at
like,
all.
school systems are so, like districts and stuff are so focused on making money that they just, like, don't give a crap about their teachers. So that was, like, a whole thing. And that was, honestly, I wanted to be a lawyer, too, for a while, too. And then I heard something about how the law system is, like,
Oh, I remember
seriously
this.
screwed up. So, all the power to you. Good luck with that.
see,
'Cause-
you picked such a, like, a realistic job. Little me was either going to do law, which I decided I wanted to do law back in, like, when was I gonna do law? I want to say, like, I was 11 and was like, Mommy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
Yeah.
But before that, like, I wanted to be an actor so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I just love,
I wanted to be
I
an
love
actress, too.
lying. Like, I love lying to a part.
Hannah will just, like, say something, and then like 3 seconds later she's like, I just lied to you and I'm not really sure why. And I'm like, okay, thanks for telling me.
At least I tell you, like, I have built a pathological lying, like, I shouldn't be good at it, but I am.
That's also a very teenage girl thing, so.
Pathological lying.
Yes.
Yeah, well, like, I get caught in these lies for, like, 8 years, and then I'm like, darn, guys, like, I gotta figure out when to end some of them. Yeah. So it's, like, it's not good at all, but it makes me, like, want to play all these different roles. It's going great for law, but it's not going great for, like, my everyday life, because there are just things that I was weaved into my life that I just keep going with.
Yeah. You know when I realized I wanted to be a clinical psychologist? Well, okay. When I realized I wanted to go into psych was sophomore year season because I was just like, you know what? Like, I can help other people, and I guess that was it. But then as I like started researching the career and whatever, like I realized I don't necessarily want to do therapy. I feel like I don't want to be a therapist. Like that's not, I don't know. That doesn't sound that interesting to me, but clinical psych is like we do the assessments on people, like if they have like actual disorders. So I think that's interesting.
Everybody like picks a section of what they want to do. Like everybody thinks about career goals. I know a lot of people though that don't think about career goals at all. Like how many girls around us are like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I want to do.
Not even just girls, like everyone.
Nobody thinks
about
college.
Baseball boyfriend so much, but he did not know what he wanted to do. He does now though. Okay, I'll give him lots of credit. He does now. He understands he wants to go into finance. But, like, for a while there, I was like, I've had what I've wanted to do for years and years and years, and maybe it's changed over the years, but, like, I've always had something in the moment. I've never been like, I really don't know. He has gone his whole life, and I'm sure so many people our age are just willy-nilly applying to colleges.
Kira.
Like, I have no idea what to do. Yeah. Kira, yeah, she has no idea what she wants to do. Is she gonna get into college? We don't know. Well, okay, she did get into college.
She got into colleges, but, like, with I don't want to say how or why she's in the colleges, but she got into these colleges for untraditional, what you would think somebody would get into college for, which is like, congrats, like I'm proud that you want to, but then all these opportunities that she still got, and she's not even going to use any of them.
Kira's a friend from cheer, but she just, yeah, we were friends with her, and then a whole bunch of stuff happened, and whatever. That will probably be another episode.
Kira and me are actually very much not friends anymore.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna have to be.
I only talk to her when we have, like, a choir rehearsal after school. And even, just because she sits in my section, because we're both sopranos. But, anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. These girls just don't know what they want to do. And that just, like, gives me so much anxiety for them.
I feel like career research needs to be put more into high school.
Yeah, and that's why I'm so glad to, like, our program at the community college, like, because we're dual enrolled, they force us to get a MEMCA certificate. And, like, a MEMCA certificate is basically, like, we can show people, basically show, like, employers or colleges or whoever that we actually, like, researched our career options and, like, what we want to go into and what colleges we want to go to. Like, the whole requirement to get your MEMCA certificate is you have to have a certain number of hours of doing actual career research. Like, you can be shadowing someone. You can be, like, you know, like, just researching on your computer. Like, all of that counts as, like, career research. So, like, these like, kids in our grade are not doing that, and they just have no idea what they want to do in their life. And I'm like, that seems so stressful. Like, how do you do that? Like, how do they do that? I don't understand. You know?
Yeah, I mean, some people are doing things in high school, though, that do, like, will still look good and, like, can line into their career. Yeah. Like, starting a club, like, the few girls that do that, like, Adrian and Sammy.
Yeah.
Do, like, they just built this whole, like, club idea, and, like, they have an idea to build that into their, like, life and what they want to do. But then there's girls, like I said, Kira, or baseball boyfriend. Like, they didn't know what they wanted to do until, oh my gosh, Riri. She...
Oh, okay. The thing about Riri is that she knows exactly what she wants to do, and she has known what she wants to do. Just because college isn't a part of that plan, and at first it took me a while to be like, okay, you're right, like, you don't have to go to college to be successful, and I understand that. We got in an argument because she doesn't think this anymore. This was like years ago, like a couple years ago, and we were just both kind of immature, and she was just like, well, college is just dumb and nobody should do it and nobody should, and I was like, girl, like, that is not
And here's
correct.
the thing, that
But she
exact thing
doesn't
was
think
said to
about
me.
it anymore. She doesn't think that anymore. She just decided that she doesn't think she would do good in college, and so she is going to be a realtor and make a bunch of money that way without going to college. And honestly, like, good for her. Like, I'm glad that she actually wants to do that. So she's not necessarily like Kira because, like, she actually has ambition, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Kira is very similar to a family member I had. I have a younger cousin that's kind of removed now. Like, they're not really associated, but they would pick careers based on their interest and passion of the moment. So then it's like, what if that's not what you want to do come a couple years from now, just because you're basing it on, like, Kira likes to read. Sappy romance, not literature. Like, book talk, sappy, smut, romance, straight from book talk.
To be fair, there's nothing wrong with that, but she's trying to build a career off it, and that's where it goes wrong. But to be clear, Hannah and I both read that too, so don't
it's not the problem. It's not that's great. Enjoy some, like, fun, calm, late-night reading. I mean, I have a shelf over there of book talk books.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you're about to be, like, the next best English professor. Like, you are not teaching a lecture hall at Harvard.
Also, like,
of these books.
You read all these books and you're like, oh, I'm going to be an English major so I can read more books. Honey, you're reading, like Pride and Prejudice. Like,
isn't...
No, yeah, Icebreaker is not English literature.
Okay, not to
She's
get
going to
hate.
have to read, like, I don't know, the Canterbury Tales or, like, something scary like that.
The Handmaid's Tale. Things like that.
No.
That is literature. I'll argue The Handmaid's Tale. I mean, I've had to read that for so many literature classes.
Like, I'm talking, like, classic literature. Isn't
Oh.
The Handmaid's Tale, like, an HBO show now?
I think they did make a Hulu. They're making, like, a 5-season Hulu.
Like
but
that.
the actual book is, like, a dystopian.
I'm talking, like, classic literature, like...
Charlotte's Web. That's my class.
Not Charlotte's Web. Not Charlotte's Web. No, I'm talking, like, I can't think of it. Like,
Shakespeare.
Grapes of Wrath. Like, that's classic literature. Like, stuff like that. Like, stuff Mr... No, I can't say it. You know what?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like,
my English teacher this semester would read.
Oh, yeah. But,
so...
I don't know, I just think it's crazy that, like, she reads these books and she goes, I'd be able to read more. Like, no. Are you
the kind of books you're reading right now?
And, like, what do you want to do with that English degree? Like, unless you're going to be a writer.
Yeah, there's not much you can honestly do with an English degree. And honestly, I shouldn't be talking. Psych degrees aren't that great. Like, unless you get your, like, master's or PhD, you can't do much with a psych major. Which, honestly, I do plan on, you know, going to get my master's and also getting my PhD. And the thing about getting my master's is I want to get, like, there are programs where you can get your bachelor's and your master's at the same time, and I want to do that so bad. So bad. And that would cut down getting my bachelor's and my master's in 3 years. Like, that's insane.
I want to do the same thing. I know you, like, are looking at Denver because of that.
Yeah.
Like,
Or University of Georgia. But I've heard they're, like, the U of M of the South, which scares me. Like, could I really get in?
You have to, like, look at it because you're looking at the statistics that you looked up, or for, like, the people coming straight out of high school, after 3 years of a college degree,
I gotta
they
look at
the
transfer. College. Yeah, that's true. Okay, but maybe my my science class last semester screwed me over because I know that's gonna just drag my GPA through the mud.
Me with my woman in lit class.
I know 81 is really not that bad, but still, it makes me stress. Okay.
Don't even, like, worry because my woman in lit class literally dragged my grade down. I thought it was gonna be this easy A. I was reading. I kept getting marked down for, like, the small things. She'd be like, and here's the thing. It might not even be her, but I argued with her because getting a law degree, I will argue with any teacher that does do me dirty. And I felt like I was done wrong because I worked really hard on this, like, whole editing this entirety of a slideshow for her to tell me it was a damn template. I went ballistic on this woman. I was like, I sent her this entire essay while I was driving. So I typed this essay, do not text and drive. But I am texting and driving.
Do not text and drive. Oh my gosh, I did tell you. Wait, I have a story. Okay, you go.
But as I'm, like, texting and driving, and I write this essay out to her, and I send her, and she goes, can you prove this? Can I prove this? Do you want my entirety
Do you want, like, a video of me writing out this whole, like, essay? Like, no.
I sent her 150 screenshots of the process of editing to this woman, and she's so, like, I don't know if she changed my grade. I didn't even look because I passed no matter what. Yeah. But I was like, you and me. She's done me dirty multiple times.
I know, and you were, like, so excited about the class at first, and then I remember you, like, came back from one class, and you were like, she's so cute, she's so nice, she's, like, this little old woman who teaching women in lit, it's gonna be so fun, and now you're like...
I'm never taking women in lit again.
Yeah.
Darn, there goes our TV. We were watching TV as filming this, but if you do not, and fun fact, if you're an Xbox user, you know, like, there's a time limit on how long you cannot touch it, and when I've been watching... Yeah, and I've been watching The Big Bang Theory now for 5 hours without touching it, so it's like, okay, you're done.
I just watched my, I just have a Fire Stick. But, okay, what I was gonna say is, I literally got pulled over for being on my phone. I told you about this.
I do know this story. Which one, though?
Okay, no.
The other one was the yellow. The yellow light.
The first time I got pulled over was, I went on a yellow and it got pulled over, and I was like, okay, that is just the dumbest thing. Like, why? He didn't give me a ticket, but he was like, I'm just not giving you a ticket because you're so young, and if I give you a ticket, then it's gonna ruin your, like, I don't know,
the points on your license,
like, whatever.
It does.
I know, it's gonna up your insurance. And then I got pulled over. Like, so, okay, so that time I was like, okay, I don't really think I should have got pulled over, but whatever. So then, like, maybe 2 months ago, I got pulled over for being on my phone.
Yeah, you were coming back from a science lecture.
No, I was, and then I had to go home and take a test, and this stupid science class literally screwed me so bad. Like, I did not do good. It was stressing me out so much. And so I was going home to take the test because I had to take the test online, and I, got pulled over because I was trying to put on the audio of the... Anyway, I wasn't texting and driving, but still, don't be on your phone and drive. But I didn't get a ticket, so... Baseball boyfriend thinks it's because I'm a girl. He thinks because I've gotten pulled over twice now and still haven't gotten a ticket. And he's like, you're just a girl, so that's why it happened. And I'm like, maybe I'm just a people person, okay? Maybe I
feel like also, cops do not want to give, like, a young person a ticket. Like, yeah. I got in a car accident, and they didn't put points on my license. They gave me a ticket because you have to get a ticket in our state for an accident.
Yeah.
Don't fact check me on that. I could have just made that up. I was told this, okay?
Pathological liar coming out.
Okay, no, I was just told this. So I'm going off of what somebody said to me, and if, like, anybody wants to fact check that one, I'd actually be really offended, but I'd be mad about it, but, like, whatever. So anyway, I was told, like, you have to get a ticket for an accident, which me and somebody else that just got in an accident also agreed with this. But, so I got, like, a failed to yield, which, that Jeep came out of nowhere.
Okay, but Hannah... She was like, she turned left because, like, without looking.
I turned left.
Yeah, Hannah turned left without looking.
No. There was a car in front of me, and if you've ever turned into the building that I was turning into,
I have.
If there's a car right there and you have a low vehicle, you do not have a low vehicle. My car is on the ground. I would like to put that out. I drive a 2012 G6. Okay, this thing is on the floor. So my little G6 is behind. At the time, no, I was in the Focus.
You had
before the G6. What was the name? Alejandro.
She was in Alejandro. This is when she totaled Alejandro.
Okay, Alejandro was a 2006 Ford Focus in beige, and she had all pink insides.
She did. She
was beautiful.
she had pink, like, covers on everything and pink rhinestones.
Pink on the outside, like, too. Remember, like, you could see her little blood?
Pink duct tape?
Yes. From when I hit something. Yeah. I'm a much better driver, guys, now.
No,
Ish.
you are. Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
But that was also, like, our school's parking lot is so bad. Like, that's a whole other tangent.
Oh, when you slid into the
guardrail.
Oh, yeah. That's another cheer story.
Coach hates me. But not the point. So, I was driving down this road. It's a straight road. But my car is very low to the ground, and there was a bigger car in front of me. And I was kind of looking, and I always look very diligently now, because I am so scared. Now. But I start to turn, and then Jeep was coming straight at my car. This is a Jeep Wrangler versus my crippled old Ford Focus.
Wait.
And it hit me head on.
No.
She turned out. I was turning, and she hit me like that.
You said you turned because you thought you were going to get rear-ended.
I did think I was going to get rear-ended.
She thought she was going to get rear-ended by the person behind her.
But I didn't. Yeah, I thought I was getting rear-ended, and then I panicked, but
she panicked and turned.
And in the other lane, this Jeep came full at me and hit me.
Yeah, because the other Jeep was they were on their phone, right?
She was on her phone, yeah.
So it was
she did get a ticket for that.
It was Hannah's fault a little bit because she turned.
I shouldn't have turned. She shouldn't have been on her phone.
She shouldn't have been on her phone. So
she hit me, and the car spun. I did get hit with an airbag, but apparently the car was on fire.
Yeah.
As far as I was aware. I don't care. I jumped out of that thing and ran right in the middle of the road. I was gone. Fight or flight, and I chose flight. I chose flight.
Yeah.
I ran. I remember, like, I was pulling into my work. So, obviously, like, the staff of the business was coming out to me, and I literally was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how that went. But, Alejandro, rest in peace. You were great. You did last right through the winter.
Miss Alejandro.
I literally love that car. Like, sometimes I wish that never happened because, like, yeah, my Juana is a nicer car.
Yeah, Juana is a new car.
Juana's a lot newer.
G6. Juana's a G6. Yeah,
but Juana has sometimes has some goofy issues. But that's what happens when you try and get a car from a dingy dude for under $3,000.
For under $3,000.
I'm broke.
I love my car. My car's name is August because I was born in August. Anyway, yeah, August did rear end. Okay, in August. In the month of August, I think. In August, I don't know. So on a nice day in August, the month in the car, I was driving home from cheer. It was like, we had to go to freaking gymnastics all the way in, like, this.
It was like 2 cities over.
It wasn't that far, but it was far enough to be annoying. And I was, I think, on my phone. Again.
You said you were adjusting your maps, I believe. That's what it was.
Yes, I was, because I was on my way to the freaking banquet hall because I left my entire bag of makeup there.
I remember this.
So I was, like, freaking out because I left my whole bag of makeup with, like, lots of, I mean, I don't have that expensive makeup, but, like, all together, it's a good chunk of money.
I'd be going back for the makeup, too.
Like, we're going back. So I was trying to adjust my maps because I was going to, like, I knew where the banquet hall was, and I could get there, like, from my house or something, but I was, like, a couple cities over, so I needed my maps. And it was, like, 5 o'clock, so it's super backed up. And so I was, like, the light was red. My friend is in front of me. We were the only 2 girls at cheer practice. Like, it was optional, and we were the only 2 that showed up.
I remember
So we just spent, like, an hour and a half together, and she was a grade above me, and she was normally, like, standoffish. Like, she was really good friends with some of the other girls, and I just wasn't, like, one of them. Like, we didn't know each other very well.
She's very she has a sarcastic, silly personality.
Yes.
But monotone sarcasm, which I love.
Yes.
But some people
some people
it comes off.
Anyway, I, like, looked up, saw the light was green, and just started going, and didn't realize that none of the cars had moved because it's still. So I, like, really, like, I slammed on my brakes so hard that my car, like, jerked forward. Like, I didn't actually, like, hit her because I braked in time, but because I was just so close to her and I braked so hard, my car, like, lurched forward and backwards, so it, like, tapped her. Like, it wasn't even a full rear end. Like, it
and
tapped her.
Got out
and we, like, pulled over, got out, checked everything, and no one had any damage. And I was, like, freaking out, like, about to cry. Like, horrible. Like, felt horrible. And she was like, all right, there's no damage, so I'm gonna go home. And I was like, you're gonna go? Like, don't we need to call? And she was like, no, like, nothing happened. Like, it's fine.
Just because it's her, not, like, just because you're rich, like, it doesn't matter. But she was our age and driving a Tesla.
Wasn't the Tesla. No, she wasn't driving the Tesla.
Was it the Infinity?
Yeah, I think it was, like,
the Infinity is just as expensive.
Well,
but not the point.
Whatever. I was just, like, in my head, I was like, thank God it wasn't the Tesla because, I don't know. Anyway, it was fine. But, whatever.
We did hit the funny driving stories little tactic, but I think we should hit, like, one thing that's more for everybody. And we can just grab any topic that we think.
I think we should do our caffeine addiction.
Yeah, I feel like that really goes with this.
Our energy drinks with us right now.
I've already almost, in this entire 31 minutes and 7 seconds now, I have almost drinking this entire cherry slush along.
I'm like half. I have a Bloom energy drink from Target. It's the raspberry lemon one. Absolutely delicious. I really want to make that, like, TikTok or, like, do the trend where after you finish one, you squeeze it. And it's that Frank Ocean song. It goes like... But anyway, so I just want to take videos of me squishing them every time. So that's my New Year's resolution, actually.
Every time I drink an energy drink, squishing.
That's my New Year's resolution, is to take a video of me squishing the energy drink every time I finish one. So.
But if we, like, have our faces on by the time the year's done, you can put that in this. We're gonna make, like, all the social media platforms, and that would just be funny, like, if somebody knows and goes back that far and is like, she said she was gonna do this on the first episode.
I know.
And then she did. I will not be committing to anything. like, speaking of New Year's resolutions, like, I don't think I'm gonna commit to nothing. I was gonna try and, like, actually get, this is so me, but try and get a stable talking stage. Not a relationship, because I fear I get so bored of people, and, like, this is such a, like,
no, you do get so bored of people so fast.
I literally.
Oh, that speaking of, we need to add someone to our
names.
To our
is it
names
one of my
and our
people?
Topics. Yeah, the one I met at the fair.
Oh, well, I don't even care if I use his name, but he has a girlfriend now, so I don't, like.
I know.
I'd feel bad if his girlfriend heard that, so I wouldn't want to, like.
Well, I just think the lore's funny, so.
Yeah, that'd be a good story.
Because all of the, like, texting, he would text me.
I have every screenshot,
like, he texted me.
Oh, I know.
Do you remember that? When he was, like, okay, that's a story for another time.
But he was crazy. I go through all these, like,
you
phases and dates.
Talking stage.
I go through people so quick because I, like, start talking to someone, and then if we're not getting this instant click, like, if you're not matching my energy day one, I do not want it.
Yeah.
There's this, like, Best Bud. Best Bud's only around because Best Bud matches my energy.
I hate Best Bud.
If it is not like Best Bud. But
I don't even know his name. Best Bud is a code name for me, too. Wait, I do know his.
You don't. No, I've given you so many different names.
So the names you gave me that one time were not real?
They might have been. I don't remember what I gave you.
Isn't he French?
Maybe. That is a speculation. Maybe. That is a speculation now because we do not know. I'm starting to get the real. I think they're not French. I think they're from the South.
Also just has a habit of saying they. So I get it.
I think they're from Louisiana. Not French.
The French Quarter? Are they from the French Quarter? I'd say they're from France.
Maybe.
Gosh. The only reason I know French Quarter is from the originals. Have you seen the originals?
I have not, but I
so good.
Let you
Vampire Diaries?
Oh, I never, like...
In the originals?
I love vampire books, but I didn't.
Get into it. You have to. Yeah.
Maybe. I tried to watch a vampire show.
I'm rewatching it right now.
I tried to watch a vampire show. I don't even remember what one it was, but the acting is so dramatic in them that it, like, really, like, I'm like, ew. I'm like, ugh.
They're good.
But the reason I don't really know is because I just...
If he's French?
If what they are, what anything is with him, because he keeps building, like, new characters.
He's a pathological liar like you.
But he's worse than me, because I haven't been able to figure it out. And I have so many people trying to figure everything out. Because we're so deep into this that we are just, like... It is me and this British kid that I'm friends with that have literally dug, like, we have analyzed him. Yes. I don't even care about his name's on here. I have analyzed him. And I'm the only one that even knows any of the truth about this person because I'm the only person that's gone that far to look.
Is that why you're so interested in him? Because...
I don't know anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's toxic.
It's just, like... And we'll talk, like, not talk for months, and then they'll randomly text me, and I'm like, I have to respond.
Again, toxic.
Last week, we talked every day. This week, I barely got a Merry Christmas. I got, like, a Merry Christmas, and I responded, and it wasn't even on Christmas, and I responded, Merry Christmas, and they were like, and then I was left on red. But I think they're trying to get me to text them, and I am not a text first. You are not getting a hey from me.
Oh my gosh, wait, A-Train's girlfriend broke up with him.
He had a girlfriend?
Did I tell you that? Yes, he had a girlfriend. My 13-year-old brother has 2 exes now.
Wasn't one of them your friend's little sister?
So it was baseball boyfriend's friend's little sister. By the way, speaking of relationships, I've been with baseball boyfriend for 2.5 years now. So we have quite different, like, this whole podcast gets quite different experiences.
Different teenage girl course.
Yeah.
At its finest. Wow, we're actually gonna hit, like, 40 minutes on this little... Yeah, we were hoping we can yap long enough. That was, like, a big thing with us. We didn't know if we'd make it this far.
I knew we were gonna make it this far.
I feel like we talk a lot.
I knew we were gonna talk a lot.
The TV finally turned off.
I know.
We're sitting in a really dark red room.
Yeah. I don't really know much. Like, I don't know.
Innocence at its finest.
Yeah, a little bit. A little.
I'm gonna just get you a book.
Don't give me a book. Ew. No.
No, like a book that, like, goes slowly into it, and then we'll really, like, as you read, you'll kind of start understanding. Like, the only reason I knew anything is because I was on fanfictions at way too young of an age. Like, COVID gave me Wattpad, and it went south from there.
I wasn't on Wattpad, but...
AO3, Wattpad, Tumblr, like, I had it all during COVID. Like, I was that little weird kid on the fanfics, and it was like...
No, I watched every single show known to man. during COVID. Like, that was...
I did Disney princess research.
What?
I wish I was joking, but, like, I'd watch every Disney princess movie and all, like, the spin-off shows and all the things that followed with it. And, like, I can tell you what one's most interesting, what
That's,
one's
like,
most boring.
interesting, though. That's, like, better than Wattpad, but I guess you did both.
I was multitasking. In that little swing there, I'd literally sit here and, like, watch the movies, whatever.
No, I watched Friends all of COVID.
I watched Friends way before
And
COVID.
I was, like, 11. But
I started watching Friends in the 4th grade. Like, I remember it comes on at Nick at Night, and I was like, ooh!
yeah.
Shout out to Nick at Night.
I wasn't, like, an on-demand kid. I was, like, a Netflix kid. And I watched it. But I watched it on some, like, oh, this is what I did.
You
Is
were
I
on
found
TVs,
some...
like, in your room.
No, I didn't have a TV in my room until... That's another... Okay, yeah. The reason why...
We are so different.
The reason why we are so different is...
Parenting.
You know, my parents...
We could have just said our parents.
Well, my parents were just so much more strict, and, like, I had, like, restrictions on all of my, like, music, my shows, movies, like, all of that. I had restrictions, and I wasn't allowed... I didn't have a TV in my room. Like, I had my computer, but I had to take all of my screens out of my room at night. Even when I got a phone, I had to take all of my screens. Like, I had to give my mom my phone at night. Like, all this crazy stuff. But, I mean, I guess it's, like, somewhat normal. It depends
No,
on...
it's not, like, a bad thing, especially at a young age, to monitor screen time. I think that's great, actually, because love my mother. But she is very... You think you can handle it, go for it. Like, the media... We didn't have cable, though. Like, we couldn't afford cable when I was younger, so we had... Well, I'm sure we could have, but we didn't have it. Okay, I had a DVD player in my room, so... Whatever I was watching anyway on the TV, because we didn't really... I don't even remember if I had internet until I was at least 10. So when we didn't have internet until I was 10, I was just watching DVDs. Like, I remember the amount of times I watched RV, Legally Blonde, and Edward Scissorhands on DVD.
Ew, I hate Edward. Okay.
I loved it. Matilda.
This might bring into my fear of, like, certain... Does this ever happen to you? Is, like, I feel like I watched this movie... Like, I feel like I watched it, but I don't know if I watched it. Like, it almost feels like a fever dream. Like, Coraline, like, is the scariest movie to me ever. Like, I can watch The Nun. I can watch... I don't know, what's another scary movie? Like...
Silent Hill.
I don't know. I can watch some scary movies, but Coraline? Hell no. And I think, like, it was so long ago that I watched it. I don't even know if I watched it. Like, it might have been a dream. Like, I don't know.
See, I used to love Coraline as a kid. Like, it was one of my favorite Halloween movies. So it's, like, so different.
Well, the funny thing is that I love Nightmare Before Christmas. That was, like, my favorite movie ever. And I feel like it's similar to Coraline. Like, I don't know. It's, like, it's got that creepy vibe to it.
The
like,
Tim Burton vibes behind it.
Yeah.
Coraline's not even
like,
a Tim Burton movie, and it gives that
But
vibe.
it gives Tim Burton. Like, I love Tim Burton movies, but I hate Coraline.
Somebody is hammering.
I know.
I don't know if that's like, that might be in the audio, but somebody in this house is hammering something into the wall, and we can just hear it down here. Like,
yeah.
It is a large banging. Okay. Well, there's that.
But yeah.
But I wasn't really, like, I don't know, I just wasn't, my media was never monitored like that, because we didn't really, I never went and explored media. I probably, though, I don't want to even give that away, that would totally ruin me, so I can't say that one.
What?
I do not want that on the internet, because that gives people ideas. Like, if you went and searched for it, I have so many, like, 6-year-old me accounts on different social media platforms of, like, embarrassing things. A lot of them I have reported and gotten off the internet, but, like, every time I was allowed to play on my mommy's phone, I was making a new Musical.ly account.
Oh my god, Musical.ly. See, I wasn't allowed, like, it was, like, 5th grade, and all of my friends had phones, and they all had Musical.ly, and I did not, and I was, like, so jealous and so, like, upset that I would watch Musical.lys on my phone. Yeah, I know it's not, like, now I'm grateful for it, because all my friends will, like, bring up their, like, old Musical.lys and, like,
videos.
Be so embarrassed, and I just don't have that, so I feel, like, fine about it now, but at the time, I was, like, devastated. Like, I would just get in so many fights with my mom about it. Like, no, I need it. I want it, like, so bad. Like, I don't know. It was crazy.
That and Snapchat. I should not have had Snapchat at the ripe age of 9.
Okay, I didn't have Snapchat until I was, like, 14.
Congratulations. I was 9 on this app, and people are sending dick pics through, like, it, like, random things. Like, that is what you see at 9. It's like, I don't know what was worth being on Omegle.
God, I never. Oh my god.
Being on Omegle or being on Snapchat too young. So it's like,
yeah, honestly, thank God for my parents,
like,
because I did not have that experience. I still, to this day, have never gotten a dick pic, and I thank God for it every day. You know what I mean?
think it's really, like, my parents didn't know social media themselves. So, like,
Yeah.
the only thing I was not allowed, which you would think is crazy, is I was never allowed Facebook. Because it's the only one my mom knew and understood.
Yes. So that's my thing is, like, I think my parents didn't understand it. So they were like, you obviously can't have it. If I don't understand it, you can't have it. And yours were like, I don't understand it, so I don't care.
Yeah. So it's like they didn't understand it. So then my mom's like, you can't have Facebook though, because she was on Facebook and she knew Facebook was bad.
Yeah.
And like I think she was on Instagram, but like she was like, you can't. She didn't understand how to work Instagram, so she didn't see anything wrong with it. So I just had social media at such a young age, and like I tried so many different things. Like on Musical.ly, like it was the cool thing to get crowned and famous. Like I wanted that because every little kid wants to be famous. No little kid should be famous.
No.
Like unless you're like a nepo baby, like I do not want to see some like 8-year-old random girl like being famous. Like I don't want to see her sexualized. I don't want to see anything about that. That just disgusts me.
Yeah.
So I don't like childhood fame, and I feel like it really ruins like being a kid because you mess like people are gonna make mistakes on the internet. Like you do not want to like have every move like recorded or like out in public. Like then you don't get the option to make mistakes.
I know, it's honestly why I like we're doing it like slightly anonymous right now. Like, and if we decide when we graduate, like, you know, that we do, then that's fine and we can think about it then. But like I like this is still fun.
Yeah.
To like post and stuff and fun to talk, but we can do it without being, you know, known. Like I guess they know our names, but like they're not gonna find us from that. Like we don't even follow our own like
accounts
on our like private accounts, like just for us. Like we don't even follow our own like the account we made for this podcast. Like
no, we're not trying to like we're not even advertising
it. We're barely advertising it. We made a whole like this is really just for us. If people find it and like it, then great. But like like we said, we think we're funny. So why not post it on the internet?
That was pretty much this idea, and we've been building this idea I think for like months now. Like we slowly
we've just been talking about it, and like yesterday we basically were like, let's do it, and so we're doing it.
We were actually sitting down at Panera Bread. I was munching down some. What did I have? I had mac and cheese, and you had the sandwich.
Oh, I ate my second half of my sandwich today.
That's
Chef's
lovely.
Kiss.
I ate that entire bowl of mac and cheese, and my lactose intolerant ass did not like it later.
Yeah.
But it was delicious then, and sitting there, and we were like, okay, let's go back to my place and let's sketch out an idea. I got an iPad, and I just think I'm like the most creative bitch now. Like I literally be like on this iPad, and I'm like, let me start like Albert Einsteining.
Albert Einstein. Good Lord.
I don't know many scientists.
Why would a scientist be like? Anyway.
Was he Jewish? Does that have anything?
What?
Or was he German? He was one of the two.
Neither of us are German or Jewish. Wait, no, I'm German. We're not Jewish.
We are not Jewish. I was just talking about Albert Einstein.
Oh yeah.
But anyway.
But don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you get some like mukbang podcast because we're kind of big bad.
No, literally, we've been drinking this drink. I've been fighting back the urge to eat. I just ate an entire bag of pickles though right before we did this.
We just like going out to like Wingstop or Panera or
I think we get food every time. We've gone to Chick-fil-A quite a few times. Okay, the thing about Chick-fil-A is where we live, Chick-fil-A is not an easy get. There is not a Chick-fil-A at every corner.
We live like there's one Chick-fil-A that's actually close to us. So because
it's still
like
a 25-minute drive.
Yeah, still like a 25-minute drive, and it's like the only one. Like I don't know, they're not close, and we love them, so they're so busy.
I just want, we need to move to a place that we have a bunch of Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Not
Colorado.
Denver. Not Denver.
I want to go to Colorado so bad.
I want to go to Boston. Like,
Nobody
we have two
wants
different
me
views.
to go.
None of us, like, we are not the people that are like, let's go to California or, like, New York. No. I want to be in Boston.
I wouldn't mind being... The thing is, like I said, I just need that program.
Yeah, you want the dual degree program.
I want the dual degree program. I mean, there are other things that I want in a college, but, like, I think that program is really important. The thing is, I would still love to go to U of M. Like, I would still love to go to
Me too. I have a meeting soon, so I'll see how that goes.
I really just, like, don't know. Like, even if I get into both of them, or to all, like, if I get into all of them, if I get into Denver, Georgia, Boston, U of M, like, let's just say I get into all of them, I genuinely don't know what I would do. Like,
then I'd be looking at pricing, but, like, at the same time, you don't want to base that on there, but then I'd be like, what scholarships and stuff. You have to start looking at the second thing. Like, my thing is I'm looking for programs that I would want to do.
Yeah, I am too. But then I'm also, like, U of M doesn't have the program I want, but it's in-state.
Yeah. So.
And I still love it there. Like, I love the city and whatever. But.
It's a fun. I mean, we still have time, so that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I'm just waiting to, like, I'm kind of like letting life go on and just kind of hoping I end up in the right spot type thing.
Yeah.
Well, we have 15 minutes of audio, and I think we did a great job.
Yeah.
But I don't want to keep editing, so this is coming to an end.
Yep.
Because it's up to me to edit all this audio.
Yep.
So, we're going to shut up now.
Yep.
But thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.